EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Well, hello everyone, or one person. As you might have seen in the title, I am playing Quidditch World Cup. There will be silence for me. Yes, I am playing Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. For the one person watching, thank you for not clicking away yet. And for the other person, hi Han. Yes, so this channel is called Han and Oscar Fun Games Time. Today it's only me, Oscar. I will playing this game. It is a game that I have been playing off and on since I was a child, since it came out. I will be playing a new file. I will see how long I will be doing this, but I at least want to go to the World Cup. Shut up, Harry. I'm talking to him. Yeah. So I will walk you through it for a bit. I will skip that because I've seen it so many times that I don't really care for it. Now, I know there's a big debate going on which house are you, which one do you choose. I will be going for Ravenclaw for two reasons. One, they have the best teammate move. It's the only team that scores 3 points with a special team move. And I'm a Ravenclaw myself, or I consider myself to be a Ravenclaw. I believe Gryffindor has a good one. I think it's solid 2 points. Slytherin has 2 points, I believe. I don't really know, actually. Maybe we'll see. Maybe Slytherin has only 1. I know Hufflepuff has 2, I think. Anyway, we'll be off. I will explain it as I go because I'm skipping the introductions because I've played it so much. So the way this game works is you first have to beat the House Cup to go to the World Cup, and before you can beat the House Cup you have to play the matches and win. But before you can play the matches you have to do some house challenges. These are basically tutorials to make you learn the game. Now as you can see, these 2 are locked over here. That means that after these 3 I can play my first game, and then that's basically a simplified version of a match, and then afterwards these 2 unlock, these 3 unlock, my apologies. And when these 3 unlock you can play these and then play the next game, and so on and so on. Now this is a game designed for children, and I am an adult with over 5 years of experience in this game. Granted, not all fully 40 hours a week experiences, but you know, I've played it off and on. But I have my preferred settings, so I will first do that before I play do anything else. Control for configuration. Forward, backward, left, right. Yes. Now, some people like to change this to WASD. I just prefer to do it up, down, left, right. Action. Because normally you're supposed to play this with the arrow keys and the mouse. I play this with arrow keys and another hand. But since I'm left-handed, where most people do a WASD, I do arrow keys. Action A, yes. Shoot D, yes. Beater. Dutch move. It's been a while since I played this game. Okay. So action A, shoot special move. Yes. Dodge move. Hold on. Combo left is W. Combo right is E. Yes. So I can hold A, W, and E at the same time. Because if you have to pass and do a combo as well. Beater I do 1. Dutch move I do 2. I never use Dutch move anyway. Combo left, combo right, team special move, space. I usually do enter. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. It's, of course, it's also up to you. Yeah, because also when you do a special score, you have to do a beater and a action at the both time. So that will be D1. No, sorry, yeah, a shoot and a beater at the same time, D1. Alright, got that all sorted out. Going back. Yeah, so I first started playing this, and I didn't own the game. I played it with a friend, and in the back olden days, a friend in elementary school had it. And yeah, I came over to his place. We played it a lot. Yeah, that was fun. So, hold on, give me a sec to think. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the talking and the playing at the same time. Oh, see, I can't do both. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So the way this challenges works is basically you have to do it and then you can do it in like, you can get a score. Like this one has about a time limit, and then each bad throw adds extra time, and then you can beat the team record, the house record, and the school record. I've just beaten the house record because it's very easy. Like little kids that play for the first time, they can beat the team record, so they can go on, because you have to beat at least the team record to go on and do the next challenge. So the house record is like more intermediate. If little kids practice a little bit more, they can beat the house record. And then you have the school record, which at some point, like the passing challenge apparently has a lot of trouble, even though it's the first one, with people trying to beat the school record, because it's apparently very difficult. I myself find it challenging, not very, very difficult. Oh yeah, and you can also always, after this you get like save and continue, or continue without saving, or play. I always save and continue, because there is a bug in this game, a new slot, where sometimes when you save it, it says no, and that means it hasn't saved, even though.
That's wonderful.
And that's yeah. Okay, so with winning these challenges and winning games, you get cards. You can see on the left corner. I keep pointing at the screen. I've won 2 cards here: the team record and the school record. Those cards you can see when you go to your inventory. I have options over here. I've got my special moves that I can see over here, and here are my cards that I can view. Now usually I don't really view them, so that means like I've got a Hufflepuff card, which is basically beat the school record in this challenge, and the Ravenclaw card like beat, I think, like for example, you have the 4 houses, you have the World Cup, and you have special. Let's go to World Cup. Now here are the teams that you can play. Yeah, if you want me, I'm not sure how far I'm gonna take this game on the first episode, but I'm probably gonna make a second episode of this series as well. And if I do not manage to get to the World Cup in the first series, let me know what team you want me to play, because I have played with all of the teams. I don't really have a preference. Some teams are... there is a rumor going on that the Japanese team has better brooms, which is not true. They all have the same broom depending on the level that you select, the difficulty that you select. But like some teams have a prettier stadium. I really like the... I've played so much with the Japanese team because of this rumor back in the olden days that... I don't know, I like the Japanese stadium, but I've seen it too much. The English stadium is basically a castle. It's okay. I really love the Spanish stadium. It's very pretty. Australian is a dirt rock. This Nordic team, the Scandinavian one, it's very pretty. You saw it in the intro. It's the ice sculpted one with the Nordic light. Bulgaria is Germany it's also a castle. France is a French castle. A lot of castles. USA is I don't really like it that much. I think this game was released at Halloween or something, because the USA has a pumpkin field with Halloween themed. So yeah, tell me which team you want me to play if I not already end up choosing one before the end of this episode. So let's skip through this. So basically, you can unlock these cards by doing these things. Like, for example, Bulgaria, beat Bulgaria at player's ground. So that means your ground. Or and then you can unlock the team photo. Each card can give you benefits. For example, for the teams, if you win the team special move, it has 3 objectives. So score 3 combo goals in a match, win a match without scoring any goals, and lose a match but catch the golden snitch. If you do these 3 things, you unlock the team special move, which means that in games you can now use the team special move of Bulgaria when you're playing with them. Stadium means you can if you beat Bulgaria at their stadium, you can unlock them for a later, like a game mode where you can play with 2 players on 1 keyboard or that kind of stuff, or just select a game that you want to play and then you can select a stadium to play in. That if you wanted to play in the Bulgarian stadium, you have to beat Bulgaria at Bulgaria. That goes for basically every team. And the team beat Bulgaria at your own ground. So if you're playing with France, you have to beat Bulgaria at France's stadium, and then you can unlock the Bulgarian team to play with in that same mode. Same goes for all of the other European teams, and I'm gonna have a look because I'm not sure if you also have to unlock the team special move of each house. Team special move, yes, so you also have to do these things. I'm already gonna look up what the Ravenclaw one is. So see, I unlocked 1 card chaser, means that I have, because I did like unlock 2 cards, because I beat both the team and the house record. So here, example for this one, if I challenge, if I beat the school record of challenge 2, the tackle and shoot, I will unlock this card, and so on. The team special move, be the first to the quaffle, I can do that. Score 5 goals in a match, yeah. Score 12 goals in the Hogwarts Quidditch Cup. Yeah, seems to be fun. Alright. Let's go back and do some more challenges. It is a old game. I looked for it a lot when I was because I didn't own it myself. A friend of mine owned it. Yeah. I looked for it a lot during my teen years trying to buy it because, well, I really liked it, and but since it was like a not very popular game, it wasn't a FIFA or Madden or whatever, it was very hard to buy and to find, and also hard to pirate because, well, frankly, I was a teenage boy who didn't know how to pirate stuff, and, well, I didn't know how to pirate movies, but the games you had to install and everything, that was hard. Anyway, during my years I wasn't able to get it, but so I was very, very excited when once I found it in a thrift shop somewhere in the back of a corner. And now I do own this game, and I'm very happy with it. I played it off and on a lot. I couldn't get it to work for Windows 10 for a long time.
Hello there.
Sorry, I had a bit of a sip of my tea. I've gotten this new tea for Christmas. It's very nice. Anyway, so I was very happy when I found it in a thrift shop, and I've played it on and off since I got it working. And that is, I don't know, I think about a year or so ago.
Wonderful! Some new Quidditch cards.
Yay! Some new Quidditch cards. So yeah, so school record beaten. That means I've got 3 Quidditch cards right now. Also means that I completed this challenge, and I'm probably never ever going to do it ever again. But yeah, new tea for Christmas.
Well
Found
done.
this in a
now you've completed your first 3 house challenges. You can play a real Quidditch match.
Yeah, I can play a real Quidditch match. First is Hufflepuff.
So you'd like a match with Hufflepuff?
Yes, I would. Let's play. Ah, yes. The thing I love about this game as well is the commentating from both here Leo in the Hogwarts grounds, and Ludo Backman in the World Cup. So you press it only after that. And pass it. So the way this game works is you play the one with the star underneath, the yellow star. The blue star is the one from the opposing team the CPU is currently using. So you pass around. Passing around will fill up your snitch meter, which you can see on the top, and you score. The more snitch meter you have, the more power boost you have during the snitch release when you're trying to catch it. You could saw in the challenge a while ago that I was running around chasing a snitch, or a snitch at some sort of bird in the challenge. Sorry. But yeah, you can see that the Hogwarts levels is very easy. It's a lot of just flying around, taking off the ball from the other team and passing it and scoring it. Later on, when I complete the other challenges as well, passing around, filling up the snitch meter also unlocks bonuses. So, for example, a beater or a special move or a team special move, and those are well, you know what, I'll save them for when we actually get to them. But yeah, if you're still watching this by now, thank you for hanging around. Let me explain a bit more about why I'm doing this. I like to play games, and I also like to make videos, and normally I make different kind of videos. I make videos where I explain stuff. For example, I have a video where I explain how to design a good flag, the design flag rules and exceptions about them. Those you can find on my other channel. That is my channel without hand. That's just my channel. And I wanted to do this together with hand, just to see if we like it, just for fun. And we do not have high hopes for making $1 million, making YouTube videos, or trying to make a career, or even making money at all. It's just time for us to play video games, and we find ourselves hilarious, so we like to commentate on stuff, and that's how we make other videos. We also have one where we play Skyrim. We will probably continue that somewhere soonish, but you know, we also have normal lives in which we do stuff, so we don't have the times to make videos every day. Kind of got inspired by a different channel here on YouTube to start doing this. We both really like the channel. It's called Playframe, and that is also basically a couple that plays video games, and we thought, hey, that is very fun. We do like to watch that. Let's try and do that as well, just for fun. So that's what we've been doing. Well, as you can see, I already have 200 points. It's very easy, just score 20 goals. But the snitch is worth 150, just as it is in the books. Real life, it is only 30 points. So I'm already unable to lose. So at the end, when these two snitch meters touch each other, it's time for the snitch game. And basically try to stay in the yellow lane, charging up, catching those random spores, those white trails. I don't see any of them right now. And then you use that fills up your booster bar, I guess. And then once you get close, you press catch, and it goes to a cutscene. It's not very highly skill level. It's just a very mildly interesting game, I guess. But it has a lot of nostalgia facts in it for me. But I like it. And at the end of the match, you can see up 6 Quidditch guards, 1. That doesn't really matter that much. But at the end of the game, you can also see I made 21 shots, 0 saves, because they made 0 shots. Also 21 goals, they made 0 saves because all of my 21 shots were in. 0 bludger hits, there were no bludgers this time, and 0 special moves. Not a lot of interesting stuff. But yeah.
Ravenclaw's at the top.
Yeah, I am. So Slytherin played Gryffindor and won with 150 points. That means there were no goals, and Slytherin caught the snitch. I caught the snitch, which was 150 points, and I made 210 goals. So together that makes, well, not 210 goals, 210 points with goals, 21 goals, means 36 points. Pretty good. So right now you only have 4 teams, but in the World Cup you have more, and you also have a lot more matches, so which means that your points difference means way more than your snitch catches. A snitch catch is basically 15 points.
In this challenge, you'll be learning how to
but you can. It doesn't matter if you win so many games, it matters how many points you've got. So basically with the bludger, whenever it's time to go for bludger, oh, I screwed that one up. whenever you go for a bludger, like on your left hand side, that pops up. You press, well, bludger, it shoots out a bludger, and you control that bludger for a bit. And then if you're on the receiving end, if the other team shoots a bludger, so now when you shoot the bludger, you control the bludger, and when you are on the receiving end, you try to defend against the bludger. Jeez, I'm not doing well. I'm gonna probably do this one again without trying to talk and play at the same time. Anyway, what I usually do, usually the target is not stationary. Usually you shoot ahead and then you press backwards, because that is usually how it goes, and that would already be enough. So you can see I really screwed this one up, and I got already the team record, which means you basically always play with a team that kind of sucks. Anyway, I will replay because this is bad, and I do like the pretty cards. And also, the more cards you unlock, the more difficulties you can unlock, and the more you need also 60 cards to be able to play with Bulgaria. Only Bulgaria has a card limit for which you can play it. The rest is all playable from the beginning. Which means that usually you can just not play with Bulgaria with the first time you go through the World Cup, because, well,
here with a reminder. Use the broomstick
you either
control
have to do a
explore
perfect
the
run
area.
with all the
Press
cards,
hold the bludger button and guide the bludger towards the target.
or you can, or you don't have enough cards to play with Bulgaria. Sorry for stopping mid-sentence. So this is going better. Now I just have to avoid the bludger. There we go.
Quidditch card. Well done.
Let's see, house record beaten. Yeah, I'm probably, like, I'd never really go for the school record, because these challenges are not the fun part of the game. I like the actual matches a lot more.
I'm Randolph Bowe.
Anyway, let's
This is a one-on-one challenge.
do this.
Cho Chang with a reminder. Press and hold the
Goodbye.
special move button and steer the target over Edgar. Release the button to tackle, use the dodge button to avoid him, and the shoot button once you're in range of the goal hoops.
There we go. Kind of forgot which move I had to do. Yay! I usually just go for the tackle and then the special score, which is way more fun. Oh, that doesn't work with this one. Oh, I don't even have to do it. This already works. Yay!
Great work! A new Quidditch card.
Ah, right. Because doing special moves takes off snitch meter of the other team as well. So this time all the snitch meter that other person has left adds up to your time, which means you get a lot of penalty time. More than half. Yeah, more than half of my time is penalty time, because I never really bother to use those. I just tackle normally. But yeah, let's do a first. Oh, all right. Let's do a match, because enough challenges. Time for a real proper match. These matches don't really aren't that hard, but you know. I think I already have the team challenge unlocked, but I'm not sure.
Away we go. Roger Davis scores. Ravenclaw go ahead by 10. Montague.
So you can do a normal pass, and you can do a special pass, and sorry, not a special pass, a combo pass. And the normal pass gives you a bit of snitch meter every time, and a combo pass gives you more snitch meter per pass. But right, I haven't done the challenge yet, so I haven't been able to do special passes. I've been doing them all the time. But if you break a combo, you don't get any of the snitch meter of all the passes in that combo. What I can do is do a bludger attack. But yeah, for the next game, I'm gonna make it. I tried to do it for this one, but I forgot. For next game, I am gonna make it myself interesting, and I'm gonna limit myself in that I am not able to score. I'm only allowed to catch the snitch. So this is like one of those special goals. These are like guaranteed to go in, and then I use one of those special moves instead of that tackling one. I prefer to use this one than the tackling, because tackling almost always goes right, and scoring not always, because like in this place the keepers are very slow and are almost never able to block you. In the other one, they can be a bit faster, especially if you go on Firebolt level. Yes, the levels are based on brooms, and Firebolt, well, at the time this game was released, I think it was, well, at least between game 2 and game 3. I'm not sure about the movies. I thought they were like somewhere around movie 4, which is yeah, and so book 5 was already, book 4 was the one with the World Cup, so it was kind of a promotion to that as well. And the book 5 was already well, book 3 was obviously already out, and in book 3 is the one where Harry gets his Firebolt. Yes, my team is already unlocked. So this is a team move. Basically, you press enter once you have the ball, or space normally, and your team does, you get a cutscene and your team does something, and you get a couple of goals. So Ravenclaw is the only team that has a 3-goal special team move, which is really nice. And they say Ravenclaw has other stats that kind of suck, but I kind of only notice them when you play against them. We definitely notice that when you play against Ravenclaw, they are very slow in reaction time. Whereas if you play against Gryffindor, of course, because that's the main protagonist of the storyline of that, they are a lot better to play against. So Slytherin and Gryffindor are the best team here, because protagonist, antagonist. Hufflepuff is the worst, because they're like the, well, no, I pressed the wrong button. So Hufflepuff is the worst, because even the games themselves make fun of Hufflepuff. And Ravenclaw is kind of like the middle one, because nobody knows about Ravenclaw. There's 3 different kind of special scoring. There's the volleyball slam, there's the broom slam, and there's the salto. And I really like the broom slam. It's my favorite. It's the one he did previously. So when they launch a bludger, you can not pass to another person in your team, but you can score. And because I'm almost always near their goal anyway, I can just score. and get rid of it. But just for fun, I'm just gonna hold on to it for a bit. Let's see how long they take before they try to tackle me, or before they tackle me. It's probably gonna be a long time. I'm just gonna pass it around for fun and fill up the meter. See which one happens first. So yes, you can see there was no one in my sight. I passed it, and even still they catched it. That's how easy Hogwarts mode is. Once you get to like World Cup, that's like that gets intercepted immediately because, well, you literally throw it to someone else. Let's just do a team special move just one more time for fun. I really like the Ravenclaw because they also have, not only because of the 3-pointers, but also because, well, it looks cool. It looks like jet fires. I like that. I was hoping the Slytherin one would also show, because it's fun to see the other ones as well.
Astounding! Yes, that's... Marcus Flint.
And that one
He intercepted the crumble.
has and a special score. Yay, the broom slap. If you would be doing this in a real life Quidditch game, it would not count. You would be off broom. For those who don't know, so for the one random stranger who watches this instead of Han, thank you again for watching, but also some background information. I and Han both play real life Quidditch. That's something, well, played. It's, I don't know, I like it. It's fun.
Chang, just an inch away. This is it.
So as you can see, by passing around it a lot, I get a lot more boosted than the other team. Caught! Yay!
Ravenclaw take home the spoils. They'll be dancing in the Ravenclaw common room tonight.
But yeah, as you can see, it's a really old game by the graphics of this game. I myself don't really mind that much. I am never one big for graphics, but I do wish there was like a remake that would be a lot more fun, and then like also has a multiplayer online mode. That would be really nice. But I've been hoping that for 10 years or so, and still hasn't happened. So last challenge, right? Yeah. So that's just the combos that I talked about.
Page, Ravenclaw keeper.
You pass it around with combo, pressing an extra button.
This challenge is all about using combo.
Show here. Use the action button together with one or both of the combo buttons to perform a combo pass. Use the broomstick control to direct them. Once in range, use the shoot button together with the combo buttons to launch a special shot.
And you can basically spam the buttons. In a real match, at some point the person will, the other team will take over the ball because they intercept it. But here there is no other team, so you can just basically keep on going. Oh, you have to combo score as well, really? Okay. Yeah, press the button.
Wonderful! Some new Quidditch cards.
Anyway. House record beaten, yay. Next up to the last game, and of course it's against Gryffindor because they are the protagonists. Well, not the protagonist, but Harry is the protagonist.
Ready for a match against... Hello out there, Lee Jordan commentating live from a packed stadium here at...
Boom.
Off they go!
See, if you press before the Alright, I was making one without scoring it. So if you press the button before, I had my hand wrong in the keyboard. Press the button wrong before you you see the ball that explodes. Then you overshoot, and the one who presses first after the ball gets the ball first. That's basically the whole deal with it. Ah, interception. Anyway. Let's just fly around for a bit. Here, have a ball. Where's the other curtain? There, so. Let's go all the way back. Back to Ravenclaw side. Yeah, you don't really have to see the person. You just have to pass it. Or at least that's in the Hogwarts mode. Let's go back again. Ah, team special move. Nah, we've seen that a lot. If there's any game that you want us to play, mysterious anonymous person who stumbled upon this video and watched it because of reasons, let us know, I guess. And I'm not gonna ask you to do like normally. Hey, well, I told you were able to take that. Normally people, YouTubers ask for like subscribe, click the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever. I don't really care about that stuff. Do whatever you want. But the reason I ask you to leave comments is because it's fun to get tips, to see what you like, so we can experience and like, oh, I've never heard about that game, sounds fun, and experience new kind of games, that sounds like fun. You know, that's why I ask you to leave comments. And also, for example, which team I want to play, shall play with in World Cup. I don't really care. I've played with all of them, so my mind is either way, and making something entertaining for you to watch is also, I don't know, part of the goal of this game, of this channel.
Have a wonderful time, and don't eat too many fizzing whizbees.
So, what just happened, Dumbledore gave us 2 tickets for the World Cup. Basically, the minimum story that there is here means you get 2 tickets. 2 people of your team will go to the World Cup to cheer for their favorite team. So sometimes in the cutscene you already saw like 2 generic Ravenclaw people cheering for us in a cutscene. That will happen too in the World Cup. You will be playing with your team, and then the 2 people from Ravenclaw will be cheering for your team. So right now I can choose England, USA, Japan, Germany, France, Australia, the Nordic team, Spain. I can't choose for 65 cards. Anyway, or Bulgaria. I can't choose Bulgaria. So let me know in the comments whether you want me to play with Spain, the Nordic team, Australia, France, Germany, Japan, USA, or England. If I don't see any before I go recording again, then I'll just choose myself. But yeah, hope you have a fun next YouTube video you're gonna watch, or maybe you should go to sleep, then go to sleep. But yeah, this is it for now. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.